The last thing I remember is hearing the wood break.
Were you able to find gainful employment once you got out of the Army?
My legs would just start to get shaky, and then they buckle. I wasn't even 19 years old.
Medically unfit for duty.
I don't know if the Army ever believed me.
An MRI don't lie.
Nobody really ever said that I had a traumatic injury to my spine.
What kind of a surgeon is going to look at you in the eye and not laugh when they say it's degenerative when you're 19 years old? Dude, I'm still growing.
Demanded that he do more testing. Like, well, there's got to be something else you can do. Something's definitely wrong. It was really bad. So much damage. Something's wrong.
It also sounds like that there was some medical malpractice. When I say I feel your pain, I feel your pain.
I'm taking a bunch of morphine and oxycodone. I need more meds, and they would just give me more meds. At the highest point, I was probably taking about 150, somewhere in that range, milligrams of morphine a day. I was like chewing them up because I was in so much pain.
How easy it is for veterans to get strong opioids but not receive the actual medical care that they need. It's Band-Aids on serious problems here.
That cadaver bone that they'd placed in there was bulging on the sides because it wasn't hardened. It didn't grow. They call it an incomplete incorporation of a bone graft. They told me it was fine. You're fine. So no matter how bad the pain gets, I'm going to deal with it. And the report says there's a bulging disc at L3-4 and there's edema, and they ignore it. It starts getting worse. I get a walker.
All veterans want is just a fair and equitable system that is set up for veterans to succeed and not fail. You are an example of so many veterans out there that are suffering.
Bone fragments lodged in my nerves. I've carefully analyzed the images. I get them on my computer and I look at them, and I've learned how to be a radiologist and how to look for things on a T2 weighted image versus a T1 weighted image, what hyper intense and hypo intense mean, and what an old fracture looks like compared to what a new fracture looks like.
This is what veterans have to do. Veterans literally need to diagnose themselves these days, and then you need to take your diagnosis to the VA and give it to the clinician or the surgeon or whoever it may be, and you tell them what's wrong with you until they rule it out. And even if they rule it out, don't take it.